Hi everyone, good morning. I am I Martinez. My name is Itzell, and it's Friday, so I want to do Favorites Friday. Um, Today I want to talk about my favorite TV shows. I think I'm gonna do 3 to 5. I'm not sure right now. And if you want another Favorites Fridays with anime shows, I can do that one too. I didn't want to include it this time because it would be a really long video. So, can you guess what my first favorite show is? I'll give you a hint. It's a bit older. Did you guess? My favorite show is. Did you get a good look? Did not have it up long enough. I Love Lucy, and I know it's black and white, but I love the comedy even to this day, and I like the incorporation of Spanish in it and the jokes and everything. And even though it's old, it's like it still makes sense even today. There's one episode in particular that I love so much, and it's about salesmen, and it makes me laugh so much because it's a vacuum. But by the time she's paying all the other things, it's like $200 back in the 50s. And it's just ridiculous. And then it makes me think of Apple and all the extra stuff you need to get for the thing that you buy. All the extras. I don't know. It's funny to me that it's like that. What else? Oh, I find this very interesting, and I don't have the name of the episode in front of me, so maybe you can look it up. But I found it interesting that in the 50s, you couldn't say pregnant, like on TV, and it was very controversial that Lucille Ball act while she was pregnant. Like, I guess it hadn't been done before. So I just thought that was so interesting, and you're like, well, how do you know that? I watch documentaries, like, I'm not lying, like, it is my favorite show. I don't know what else to say about it. If you haven't watched it, I suggest that you watch it. Sometimes it's on TV if you have cable. We might have to record it because it's like early, I think even before the sun comes up. And if not, I'm not sure if it's still there, but it was on Hulu. If it's still there, I'm not sure if they removed it or not. The only thing with that is they don't have the complete series. And like all the pregnancy episodes, they don't have those for some reason, and they don't have a lot of the road trips to California either, which stinks because those episodes are so funny. For like the pregnancy one, when she keeps changing the baby's name every 10 seconds, like, to me that's hilarious, and I can't relate to that because I didn't have it with me, but I've seen people that I know personally that happened to, and name kept changing throughout the pregnancy, like, a lot, and I just thought it was kind of funny. My second favorite show is a lot of people's favorite shows, which is Friends. I absolutely love Friends. Again, another comedy, and it's so relatable, and I just love, the the struggles, the ups and downs of life, and just like a group of friends always being there for each other no matter what. Like, you can't get much better than that. And the holiday episodes are hilarious. Like, I love their Thanksgiving episodes. And I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I love that in that show they show 3 different kinds of pregnancies, like with one baby, and then with triplets, that it was also surrogacy, and then twins with adoption. So I love that they incorporated all the different ways that you can have a child. Like, I thought that was cool. I know they didn't incorporate like the foster system in that, but it is a sitcom, so maybe it would have been too serious. I'm not sure, but I did like that. I don't know if anybody else caught it or you didn't really think about it, but I thought that was really cool that you got to see the different ways that people have children. So, what's my third favorite? Can you guess? It's Gilmore Girls. And I know you're like, what? Really? I don't know. It's just something about a single mom doing whatever she can to raise her child in spite of having these over controlling, overbearing parents. Like, I love it. I love that she set boundaries. I love that she stood up for herself. I love that she didn't let anything get her down. And she did what she needed to do to raise her daughter. Like, I love that. And I love, like, the community, like, that she built. And, like, that it takes a village to raise a child. Like, it really shows in that show. And I love that. My fourth is actually 3 shows in one. And you're like, what? That's cheating. Maybe. But it's the Vampire Diaries. I don't know, was it franchise? I think, to word it correctly. But yes, I love Vampire Diaries. I love originals, and I love Legacies. Legacies is my least favorite. I just like seeing the people that started with, like, their children. I know I didn't have everyone's children, but yeah, I like seeing that. And the originals, it's nice to get the story of the main family, like the main people that originated vampires, because you see a lot of stuff about vampires over the years, and most of it has to do with Dracula, and that's cool, but it's nice to see what started it all. And with Vampire Diaries, it was just the first one, and I really do enjoy it. And I think it's cool that the main character played 2 different people. And, like, I know not everybody's into, like, vampires and fantasy sci-fi and that kind of stuff, but I am. I really do like it a lot. And, like, if you haven't tried it, I suggest, like, giving it a shot if that's the kind of thing that you're into. If you're not into that stuff, then that's completely understandable. Not everybody is. My last one, number 5, is Once Upon a Time. I love that show so much. I love that they gave everybody a backstory for all, like, the fairy tales that you see either on movies or you read them as a child, had them read to you. I love that. I love learning why the evil queen is evil, because I didn't understand it. They didn't give a real reason when we were children. I'm like, so she's evil because she thinks someone's prettier than her? It didn't make any sense to me. So I like that they brought to life all these stories and all these backstories and made it like that it's like a real place. It's just storytelling of somebody else's life in another world, and I just thought that was really cool, and I really love that, and I enjoy that show so much. For me, the last season was a bit disappointing to have it without so much of the main cast, but everything else leading up to that, I pretty much like it. I'm not the biggest fan of Emma, because sometimes she's so infuriating to me. I don't know if anybody else agrees. It's like she wants to fight with people so much. I don't know. Maybe it's because she was all alone. I don't know if that's what it is. So, what are your 5 favorite shows? If you can think of 5, what are your 3 favorite shows? Um, yeah, I probably have like more that I really love and enjoy, but those are my main ones, my main go-tos anytime I want to like watch something and I'm not sure what to watch. I mainly watch those because they're my favorite shows. They make me feel better. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I did so good and I forgot something important. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. I got my pen from Erica and Sherry from Wicked Awesome Lifestyles, and whenever they give someone the pen, they ask them to name it, to name Jack's friend, and I named mine Sebastian. I call my pen Bash for short.